Hello. So we are going to discuss today intelligence, like emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the emotions play an important role in attitude formation as well as this attitude change manipulation. The emotions part is an important technique of persuasion or ethical behavior also sees a vast decline, especially in negative mood like anger, rage, irritation. So many times person abuse in the state of anger when he knows that such behavior is unethical. Thus it is important to understand the basic concept of emotions. So emotions, navigating thoughts, personality, different wants and needs and different ways of showing our emotions. So I don't want to be at the mercy of any emotion. I want to use them to enjoy them and to dominate them. That is Oscar Wilde given this statement. So emotional intelligence is ability to recognize your emotion, understand what they are telling you, realize how to emotion affect people, and also involve your perceptions, understanding, manage relationships effectively. People with high emotional intelligence are usually successful in most things they do. Why? Because they are the one that others want in their team. When people with high emotional intelligence send an email, it gets answered. When they need help, they get it because they make others feel good. They go through life much more easily than people who are easily angered or upset. So emotions are what? An emotion is a complex psychological state that involve three distinct components: subjective experience, psychological response, and the behavioral or expressive response towards something. Hockenberry given this statement. So the subjective experience is like there are number of basic universal emotions that are experienced by the pupil regardless of culture. Research believe in the subjective nature like anger, sad, happy, and mixed emotions also. And the psychological responses, our automatic nervous system control the involuntary body responses like blood flow, digestion, sympathetic nervous system, and how to fight with that automatically. This all the behavioral responses, how we are understanding the expressions, and how psychologists call emotional intelligence and the expression play a major role in overall body language. So this is the behavioral component. So feelings, the best understood as the subjective representation of emotions. Moods, emotions is normally quite short lived but intense. After with a friend over politics, you might feel angry for short period of time. A mood on the other hand is usually much milder than the emotions but long lasting also. Affects are is all encompassing used to describe topic of emotions, feelings, mood, and everything. So types of emotions may be fear, disgust, anger, surprise, happiness, sadness. Robert Plunchik even described about the happiness versus sadness, anger versus fear, trust versus disgust, surprise versus anticipations. So these emotions can be combined in a variety of way, like what is happiness, what is anticipation, and what is combined to create excitement. Anybody can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person and to the right degree and the right time and for the right purpose in the right way, that is not within everybody's power and it's not easy, Aristotle said. So emotional intelligence is the ability to express and control our own emotions is important, but so is our ability to understand, interpret, and respond to the emotions to the others. So imagine a world where you couldn't understand when a friend was feeling sad or when a co-worker is angry. Psychologists refer to this ability as emotional intelligence, and some experts even suggest the IQ. So emotional intelligence is the ability to monitor one's own and others people emotions, to discriminate between different emotions also. So it is guide thinking and behavior. It refers to the array of personal management, social skills, and succeed towards the work. Peter Salovey and John D. Mayer has been the leading researcher emotional intelligence. So Peter Salovey and John Mayer given the emotional intelligence. The subject of the social intelligence involve the ability to monitor one's own and other feeling emotions, discriminate among them, and to use this information guide one's thinking also and actions also. That's why it's also include the good communication, relationship skill. Study have shown people with high emotional intelligence, mental health, and job performance, and more potent leadership also. So emotional intelligence work towards the emotional awareness, self confidence, and self regulation. So it is like emotional IQ also. So it is the self awareness, okay, ability to recognize your own emotions and sureness about your self-worth and capabilities. And are they also willing to take an honest to themselves? They allow strength, weaknesses, and believe that this self-awareness is most important. Then you often have little control over when you experience emotions, so you have some say in how long an emotion will last, being using number of techniques to alleviate negative emotions and anxiety and depressions also. So it is self control, okay, and trustworthiness and conciseness and adaptability and innovation. So these fundamental things like self awareness, filters, consciousness of ability, choose emotions, belief, behavior, action. Social awareness are percepting, shifting, understanding others, organizations. Relationship management like influence, conflict management, collaboration, cooperation. Event response to outcome, change belief and behavior, choosing emotion, deciding and acting. So motivation is what? Motivation is achievement of derive, your constant striving to improve or to meet the center of excellence. Commitment to aligning with goals of group of organization. Initiatives are readying yourself to act on opportunities. Optimism, pursuing goal. And empathy is what? Ability to recognize how people feel important to success in your life and career. Skillful you and deserting the feelings behind other signals also. So service orientation should be there, developing others and developing yourself, leveraging the diversities, political awareness, understanding to the others. Social skills are like influence, communication, leadership, change catalyzed, conflict management, building bonds, collaboration, cooperation, and team capabilities. And other model of emotional intelligence like we can say like ability of AI model, okay. So it is the Salovary and Mayor given the emotional intelligence about like perceiving the emotions. The first step in understanding emotions is to accurately perceive them. In many cases this might involve understanding non-verbal signals, languages, facial expression, reasoning with emotions. Next step involve using emotions to promote thinking, cognitive ability, help prioritizing the attention and react to respond emotionally. Understanding the emotions, like emotion that was perceived can carry a wide variety of meanings also. This is, it might mean that he is dissatisfied or satisfied. Managing the emotions, the trait of EI is model is given. EI is constellation of the emotions, self perception located at the lower level of personality. In lay terms, it's referred to individual self perception of other their emotions abilities. So self perceived abilities is measured self reports, and ability based model refer to the actual ability. So it should be investigating within a personality and framework of model. So emotional intelligence and quotient both are important. Quotient is defining as a set of competency demonstrating ability, but the emotional intelligence derive the behavior, mood, impulse, and manage them best according to the situation. So, emotional intelligence is considered to involve emotional empathy, attention to the discrimination of one's emotion, accurate recognition of emotions, moods, mood management, response, appropriate emotions, behavior, situation to stress, difficulty, and balancing the honest expression. So it is consideration and respect, possession of good skill and communication. Additionally, it's often mentioned qualities include the selecting work that emotionally are rewarding to avoid procrastination, self-doubt, low achievement, so self-motivation, goal management, work, home, recreational life. Emotional intelligence and quotient, most of us are learned not to trust or emotion. We have to told emotions resort to more accurate information or intellect. So on the other hand, our ability to memories and problem solving, to spell word and do mathematical calculations also, measure on written test and slave grade on report cards. Ultimately these intellectual ability dictate which college accepts. So understanding the emotional intelligence, opposite of intelligence, also triumphs of heart and head also. So intelligence quotient is usually less important in determining how successful we are than emotional intelligence. It has been seen often that it is not smartness people that are most successful of the most fulfilled in life. Your probability know people who are academically brilliant and yet socially inept and unsuccessful at work. So personal relationship intelligence quotient isn't enough on its own to successful in life. Your IQ can help you to get the college, but it's your EQ that will help you manage the stress and emotions in the final exam. So utility of emotional intelligence is performance at the work. Has been found that emotional intelligence is strongest predictor of the performance. It is like 90% of the top performer are also high in the emotional intelligence, but 20% of the bottom performer are high in the emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence can help navigate the social complexities also, and physical health will be never be stressful and raise blood pressure, suppress immune system, increase risk of heart attack, and contribute to infertility. These are the symptoms of non emotional intelligence. So mental health also will be like depression, anxiety, mood swings, and all that, and feeling lonely, isolated. Relationship will never be good in that case, like communication and will never be effective for a stronger relationship. So these are kind of the emotional